Good morning. Today is Leviticus chapter. Today we're reading Leviticus chapter 20. It's been a doozy. We have Leviticus goes up to chapter 27, and we are almost complete with it. But I have learned a lot, and I hope that you have as well. There's just so much in there that I read it before, but didn't know. Just didn't know. Um, so we're gonna jump right into it today. Y'all gotta bear with me. I got this new equipment that I really don't know how to use. So like that shadow is really bothering me. But they say this is practice, and eventually I'm gonna get really good at this. But what's most important is that we develop in a relationship with the Most High, and I know that I have. So I got the equipment and new stuff so that people can see me better and hear me better. But the most important thing is that you read the Bible, get a relationship with the Most High, and that is what we're doing. So that is to reset myself because I'm not sure I'm gonna like this video 5 minutes from now. But the content is what's most important. Leviticus chapter 20. And the Lord said to Moses, moreover, you shall say to the Israelites, and I'm reading the Amplified version today because it's a word in here that I needed to make sure I define correctly. You shall say to the Israelites, any one of the Israelites or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, who gives any of his children to the god of Moloch, which is the fire god worshipped with human sacrifices. Molech, Molech. I've seen it also spelled Moleck. They shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone them with stones. I also will set my face. This is the Most High still talking. This is the Lord still talking. I will also set my face against that man opposing him, withdrawing my protection from him, and excluding him from my covenant, and will cut him off from among his people, because he has given his children to Molech, defiling my sanctuary and profaning my holy name. I just want y'all to know, if y'all keep reading the Bible after you read the Torah, they still did this exact thing, even though in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 2 and 3, he's telling them not to. It breaks my heart. I just recently read that they still did it. Verse 4, and if the people of the land do at all hide their eyes from the man when he gives one of his children. So we see him doing this as a burnt offering to Moloch, up to the fire god, and they overlook it or neglect to take legal action to punish him, winking at his sin, and do not kill him as my law requires. Then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off from among their people, him and all who follow him to unfaithfulness to me. And thus what the Most High, the Lord calls it plain harlot. Look that up as well. Played the harlot after Moloch, because that's used a lot when the prophets came and started to speak to the children of Israel. He told them that you're playing the harlot against me. Verse 6, the person who turns to their familiar spirits and to wizards, being unfaithful to Israel's maker, who is her husband, and thus playing the harlot after them, I will set my face against that person and will cut him off from among his people, that he may not be included in the atonement made for them. Now that's a big deal. I've never seen that one. They won't be included in the atonement. Verse 7, consecrate yourselves, therefore, and be holy, for I am the Lord your God. And you shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord who sanctifies you. Sanctify also means to be set apart. Everyone who curses his father or mother shall surely be put to death. He has cursed his father or mother is blood guilt. His blood guilt is upon him. The man who commits adultery with another's wife, even his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. The man who lies carnally with his father's wife has uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of the guilty ones shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be put on their own heads. And if a man lies carnally with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall be surely put to death. They have wrought confusion, perversion, and defilement. Their blood shall be upon their own heads. If a man lies with a male as if he were a woman, both men have committed an offense, something perverse, unnatural, abhorrent, and detestable is what the Amplified Version extends it to say. Offense is, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. And if a man takes a wife and her mother, it is wickedness and an outrageous offense. All three shall be burned with the fire. So that's orgies. Both he and they, after being stoned to death, there will be no wickedness among you. And if a man lies carnally with a beast, he shall surely be stoned to death, and you shall slay the beast. If a woman approaches any beast and lies carnally with it, you shall stone the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. If a man takes his sister, his father, or his mother's daughter, and sees her nakedness, and she sees his nakedness, it is a wicked and shameful thing. They should be cut off from the sight of their people. He has had sexual relations with his sister, he shall bear his iniquity. And if a man lie with a woman having her menstrual pains, and shall uncover her nakedness, he has made naked her fountain, and she has uncovered the fountain of her blood, and the both of them shall be cut off from among their people. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister or of your father's sister, for that is to make naked his close kin, they shall bear their iniquity. And if a man shall lie carnally with his uncle's wife, he has uncovered his uncle's nakedness, they shall bear their sin, and they shall die childless, not literally, but in a legal sense, which actually that's a little off as well. Verse 20 of the Amplified Version is really not literally, but a spiritual sense. And if a man shall take his brother's wife, verse 21, it is impurity. He has uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. You shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my ordinance and do all them, that the land where I am bringing you to dwell may not vomit you out. So much there. So much there. Verse 23, you shall not walk in the customs of the nation which I am casting out before you, for they did all these things. Everything that he's telling them not to do, they did all these things. And therefore I was wearied and grieved by them. So the Most High, the Lord, he saw them doing these things before the children of Israel got there. Verse 24, but I have said to you, you shall inherit their land, and I will give it to you to possess, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, who has separated you from the peoples. Verse 24 of Leviticus 20, that is huge. Verse 25, you shall therefore make a distinction between the clean beast and the unclean, between the unclean fowl and the clean. You shall not make yourself detestable with beasts or with bird or anything which the ground teems or that creeps, which I have set apart from you as unclean. And you shall be holy. Who is he saying you should be holy to? He said to me, to him. This is relationship. For I am the Lord. The Lord, am holy, and have separated you from the peoples, that you should be mine. I'm not a Valentine's Day person, but what do people give on their Valentine's? Be mine. Be my Valentine. The Lord, the Most High, is saying, be mine. You can't tell me this is not relationship. And I pray that you see this is relationship. A man or a woman who is a medium and has a familiar spirit or is a wizard shall surely be put to death, be stoned with stones, and their blood shall be upon them. I'm pretty sure that Leviticus chapter 20 is a continuation of this one. They never really stop. They only break it up in chapters to make it a bit easy, but that's where it stops today. I'm at 10 minutes, mostly because the first 2 minutes I've been playing around with my camera, but nonetheless, this one was amazing. My time is up. If you don't see it, it's right there several times, but specifically, you shall be mine. Leviticus chapter 20. I'm actually going to rename this, You Shall Be Mine. I love you. But more importantly, he loves you. He wants you to be his. Have a great day. No matter when you hear this, have a great day. Peace. Wow.